So, you are going to be asked to take some sort of spiritual trust fall. And I heard it's going to be like a calculated fall, because that's what I look at a trust fall as. It's you falling into a safe space in order for you to trust again. And someone has lost a lot of trust when it comes to people, places, things. They've lost a lot of curiosity when it comes to people, places, and things because they feel like they already have it figured out. And I spoke yesterday about constantly being teachable. 47 as I'm saying it, I'm feeling like someone is relearning how to step into this student phase and no longer be the teacher anymore because they are needing help or aid when it comes to something in life. You are not being reprimanded right now. Whatever experiences that you're experiencing in 1144 feels like it's some sort of tower moment. But like I said, it's a calculated fall. It's like a trust fall. And it needs to happen because there was something that was not released within you that has to be released. And whatever wasn't released within you has to do with something in regard to emotions. So there was some emotional burdens that you're still holding on to that you thought that you released because you either transition from experiencing it or you transition from seeing it or being around it. You felt as if it was fully released. But it takes a little bit more to release what it is that you experience. And I feel like in time, you're recognizing that it takes more. It takes more than just you doing the work. You need help when it comes to that. You feel as if you have the answers in terms of the tools needed to transition or move on from something emotionally. And I'm not saying that you're wrong because you do have a lot of good tools, but you need to trust in order to get help. And I'm feeling like I'm speaking to someone, including myself, that has a hard time trusting people outside of yourself because the only person that has been able to help you so far has just been you. Even if you have people around you, you feel like those aren't reliable individuals for this particular thing when it comes to something as delicate as your emotional well being. But you need to go through a healthy transition so that you could be able to be the fool again. Be as adventurous as you were in your younger years because as long as we're alive, we have 2 arms and 2 feet. We should still feel as young as our body allows us to. And I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, mentally, you feel like, I don't know, you feel mentally, I tell people I'm 247 years old all the time, but mentally, you feel like you're probably 180 something years old. And that's cool to feel that way mentally. But when you feel that way mentally, sometimes you start feeling like that so much to the point where you start feeling like that physically. And I feel as if that is largely because you've had to rely, depend on, and take care of and work on you. And yes, you are supposed to be doing that. But it takes a village not only to raise a child, but also to have a healthy life. Because when you look at that village that's raising that child, they're not just helping raise the child, they're giving aid to the parents of that child. They're saying, hey, when you are not around, when you are not present, we are still going to be there to help aid. When you are checked out, when you are not available for self, we're still going to give you aid. And whoever I'm speaking to, you could be a parent too. And you could feel like you just don't have that because you probably don't in your immediate family, your friend group 1147. But there is some sort of assistance out there for whatever issues, regardless if it be mental, emotional, that we have. And we have to start looking into that and putting our sword down, because the sword is the energy of war. The sword is a lot of mental energy as well, but it's logic, it's strength. But sometimes it can be fear, and I don't feel like whoever I'm speaking to thinks that they live in fear. They feel like they've released fear, but there's still a lot of fear surrounding things because you're not doing the things that you once used to, right? This resonates with me as well. And this is the reason why it resonates with me so much. It's because this is my collective, right? So we're all experiencing a lot of the same things around the same time. We're all seeing a lot of the same things around the same time. And I feel like we are finding a new purpose to life. And it's crazy that it's incorporating our old with our new. And I feel like that's what's happening during this trust fall, is trying to find ways to healthily incorporate the old with the new by working through some emotional damage, some trauma that occurred, because there's a lot, and actually allowing ourselves to get help in that. So you might not look at it like there's anything wrong. You feel as if you've worked through a lot, and you have. I wouldn't take that from anyone. But you've worked through a lot by yourself. And I feel like in this current time, you're being asked to get help when it comes to other things, because you can't do everything alone. Even though you feel like, shit, well, I have to because I can't ask that, or I can't ask it. There's resources, there is aid somewhere. Put your energy into finding it, because it's going to be necessary on this journey. This is a tower moment that is happening, but it's a trust fall. You know, like inside of those fucking shows or movies where they would have people jumping out of a burning building on like this big ass bed thingy that helps. I don't know what that is. They bounce up over, like, it's like that. It's like a trust fall. Like, it's scary. You will be falling out of a fucking open window. There's fire coming out of the building, right? But you're gonna land on something soft, and it's going to be comforting, and it's going to be support around to help you in that transitional period. You're going to be assisted emotionally, mentally, physically when it comes to that experience that you had. But you have to allow yourself to, because the huge part about those moments when those people are jumping out of that building is, shit, I'm scared. What if this happens? What if that happens? Oh my God, can you imagine something like that? You are jumping out of a building, and it's to save your life. To save your life. But all you could think about is the what ifs. What if this happened? What if that? It doesn't matter. It's choosing to save your life or choosing fear. This is literally what is coming up. Choosing to save your life or choosing fear. And God is going to leave that choice up to you. Which one are you going to choose?